Welcome, everybody, to our meeting tonight, Thursday, April 2nd. Calling the meeting to order. With us, we have Kevin O'Neill, Denise Luciano, Bob Kimball, Roger Marsan, myself. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Peter here? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to start off. We have a matriarch of Norton that just recently passed away. Some of you might have known her, Mrs. Schleicher. She was, how old? Kevin? How old? 96 years old. So if we could, I'd like to pay respects with a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, there's a funeral 4 to 8 at Norton Memorial, Clapp Street, on next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, okay. In regards to Mrs. Schleicher, her funeral is next Tuesday at Norton Memorial Funeral Home on Clapp Street from 4 to 8 p.m.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to start off with proclamation for the 5th and 6th grade hockey championship won by the Norton Sharon Co-op team, the middle school hockey team. Let's see. In recognition, they won at Foxborough Sports Center the division championship for the middle school league. Is that right? Yeah. Wonderful. Congratulations, kids. We'd like... Yeah. Do the kids want to come up for a picture with this proclamation? Do we want to bring it up? Let's bring it up,
Do you want
guys.
to do it like behind the logo or?
How about right here? How about right here?
Yeah. I can,
Is that good?
yeah, that works. Unless we want to move this up so we can see the logo too.
Who are the coaches? You got Kevin, you guys are the coaches? Awesome. One of you kids want to hold this up in front of you, in the middle?
All these kids are taller than me.
Okay, good. So don't go anywhere because we have a few more.
But wait,
From-
there's more.
Yep, from our representatives, Mr. Steve Howard and Mike Chasen. If you guys want to come up and deliver those to the kids, if you guys can say a few words, that'd be great.
That's yours. You can keep
Yeah,
it.
this is for you guys.
Grab any microphone, should work.
Well, it's always exciting. This is one of the things that we really enjoy doing, is coming and acknowledging all your hard work. And so we have a citation from the House of Representatives going to the team, and then my colleague, Representative Chazen, will read your names, and we'll each hand you your individual citations. Hopefully we got the spelling right, and if there's any problem with it, just let us know. We can correct it. So the Commonwealth of Massachusetts House of Representatives be it hereby known to all that the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers its sincerest congratulations to the Norton Sharon White Hockey Team in recognition of your outstanding victory in the Foxborough Sports Center Middle School League Division Championship. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope for future good fortune and continued success in all endeavors given this 15th day of March 2026 at the State House, Boston, Massachusetts, by Ronald Mariano, Speaker of the House, and by your state representatives, State Representative Michael Chazen and myself, Stephen Howard. Congratulations.
All right, so congratulations, guys. What I got here is very similar, but these are individualized and personalized for each one of you guys. So I'm going to read off the names, and if you want to just come up, we'll grab a picture after, and I'll hand them out. We have Olivia, is that correct?
Here you go.
Mason. Reese. JJ. Zoe. Andrew. Avery. And Ryan. So congratulations. It's not easy, but your hard work pays off, and hopefully that will be a little motivation for next season.
Pictures, guys?
Yeah, we've got a picture.
Well, just one more thing. We want to thank the coaches because you're volunteering your time, and everyone really appreciates it because you stepped up and you did a great coaching job. Thank you.
Just thank you for all the players, the coaches, the families. It was a team effort. There was a 20 games regular season followed by playoffs. It was 2 playoff wins. The final win was in outstanding form, 3-0, if I'm reading this correctly. And so thank you to the coaches, Kevin Slaker Jr. and Tony Raby and Chris Policino. This is wonderful. Thank you all. Hold my neck.
Good job, kiddos.
Good job. Well done. You're welcome, bud. Take care. You're welcome.
Thank you. Loving that girl power on the team.
Well, I guess we could adjourn. I mean, what else do we have to do?
Nothing else important.
Take care. Hey, thanks,
See you,
Steve.
Steve. See you. Bye, man. See you, buddy.
See you, Mike.
Okay.
Jason and Stephen Howard.
All right, so we'll move right on to the appointments, resignations, retirements. First up, we have appointment to Park and Rec Commission. Term expiring March 31st, 2029 for Mr. Kevin O'Neill.
When we get up there,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Say whatever you want.
Do it like everybody else, right?
There you go. So Mr. O'Neill comes highly recommended.
We don't know about that, but, all right, thank you. So I'll just read my letter that I wrote to the Park and Rec Director and the Select Board. I'd like to be considered for your open position on the Recreation Commission. I have been a Norton resident for 38 years, during which time our family has benefited from all the departments' great programs as we were raising our children. Now, as an older resident, along with young grandchildren in town, I find myself with a passion and motivation to assist you and the commission with your ongoing work of maintaining and advancing programs for Norton residents of all ages. I know firsthand the value that you provide through events such as Cleanup Day, the Halloween Parade, Easter egg hunt, adult basketball, along with the relatively new and creative events such as the sports gear swap and townwide yard sale. And of course, your involvement with the renewed Founders Day. I appreciate all that you do and the commission does and hopes to be a part of it. So Park and Rec has been a big part of our family's life. When I was raising my children, a lot of these events we attended every year. I even participated in the adult basketball program when I first moved to town 30 plus years ago. And Park and Rec provides all of the events, the opportunity for people in town to kind of become engaged in the community and meet neighbors and kind of meet friends along the way. I think it's a real core aspect of the community as far as providing
It's not in the packet.
engagement, community, and as far as the what we get for return on investment with a part-time park and rec director, the return on investment, the bang for the buck is unbelievable. When you think about everything that the town benefits from the work that the Park and Rec Department does, they need volunteers to continue to do it. I went to the Easter egg hunt the other day, and the whole thing lasts about 2 hours, right, Melissa? But I'm sure that there were hours and hours of work and many people involved to produce those 2 hours of fun for the little kids. So I want to be able to help them out. I know they're shorthanded. There are openings on the Park and Rec Commission. And also to help forge ahead with potentially, growth and new development and new programs and, as we move forward, the best that we can do. Everything is built upon volunteer hours for the most part with a lot of things that we do. So I'm volunteering. So I appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
You didn't have to say a word, we would have done it anyway.
Melissa, would you like to say anything? In support, I hope.
No, we would love to have Kevin and his support, and I see him at the events, and I see many of you at the events too. But we're happy to have him and looking forward to working with you.
Same here.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Awesome. Great addition.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we appoint Kevin O'Neill to the Park and Rec Commission.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
While you're up there.
Don't go
Yeah,
far.
I'm up here, yep. So the Park and Rec Department, they actually share an office with the Open Space Committee and are part of the same master plan, Open Space and Recreation. I don't know if you guys remember reading the 2021 master plan for Norton. So they do a lot of things together. And I think it'll be good if I can serve on both committees to help bring that synergy together. Maybe, share some ideas and thoughts and solutions and that kind of thing and resources. So here's a letter that I wrote to John Thomas, the Open Space Committee Director. I've been a Norton resident 38 years. I want to support your mission around enhancing open space and recreation. As a bicyclist, hiker, kayaker, and a general enthusiast of the outdoors, I'll bring a passion to this role toward the betterment of Norton's vast natural resources. So I have a passion for all these things, parks and rec and open space, and we all have our thing on the board. This will be my thing, and I hope you support me on this one. And by the way, I didn't mention this, but I have 2 grandchildren in town, so my extra passion and motivation comes from watching them grow up in the town that I raised my kids in and trying to provide the same level of resources and, opportunities. So, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you, Kevin.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we appoint Kevin O'Neill to the Open Space Committee, term expiring March 31st, 2029.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
congratulations.
Kevin. Couldn't think of a more perfect person for the job.
Thanks.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, moving on. We have something clerically we need to address with the next 2 possible constable appointments. Is that correct, Mr. Town Manager, that we have to look into? Is that correct?
I
Mr. Chairman, he may not be aware of it.
Okay.
I spoke to the town clerk before the meeting. Per the town charter, not state law, we're required to have no more than 5 constables, and I'm told by the town clerk that she believes that all 5 of those positions are full. So we need to find out if there's any positions available before we make the appointments.
So one of these is a reappointment, so that one would be
Yes.
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, let me, I can check the state law real quick while we're at it.
It's the town charter.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if either one of those applicants are here, and if they want to speak, they can speak, and if we can vote on it later so that they don't have to come back. If they'd like to come up, I think that we can listen to them now.
I think that would be great. Good evening.
Thank you for having us. Myself and my son Ross. Ross grew up here. I've been a resident for 40 years. I have my own personal protection business that I do now. I'm just looking to move forward with that with a constable. Figured I could be a use to the town for that and grow my business as well.
So, thank you very much. So, Mr. Town Manager, if it checks out that we do have 5 full, and we don't have the 2 positions available, is that something that the board would be able to add 2 more positions?
So on the fly, our charter has no restrictions as to number of constables. I can check state law if you give me another moment.
Okay, sure. You guys, Norton residents, both of you?
Correct.
Yeah. Good.
And Mr. Chair, I can attest to that. Mark used to be a custodian at the high school
Oh,
years
okay.
ago.
And Ross, didn't you play baseball a long time ago in town?
Yeah, about 30 years ago. Yeah, I played baseball years ago, and I played football through middle school and high school, and wrestled while I was in
I think I might have coached you 100 years ago. Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Not one of my preferred sports.
Or umpire.
Yeah, for sure. While we're waiting on that, Mr. Chair, could we take care of the reappointment of Constable for Benny W. Keene III?
We could, I would love a motion on that.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir?
I make a motion that we reappoint Benton W. Keene III as Constable.
Term.
Second.
Term.
Term from May 1st, 2026 till April 30th, 2031.
So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous? Okay, so,
So the charter is silent, and the general law actually says towns can have as many constables as they want.
Mr. Chairman,
you just got a text from Jill saying she can't find anything.
And,
To
and,
5.
the town clerk seems to agree, so I'm not, if there is if we can step it back, if you're confident that,
I have no objection to making the appointments. I just want to make sure we're doing it right. My recollection of the charter was when we established the charter way back, we had about 11 constables in town, and it was the intent of that charter to reduce those to attrition down to 5. And that's what I remember. I'm not finding it in the charter myself. I have no objection to appointing the gentleman as long as we're within the guidelines of
Yeah,
our
it's-
charter in the laws.
yes, it's chapter 91A. Chapter 41, section 91A says, a quote, as many constables as the selectmen deem necessary, end quote. So
Would that supersede our charter?
it would not. If the
No.
charter says something different, the charter would supersede that, but the charter is silent on this issue.
So could we,
The charter says the select board appoints constables. That's
Could-
the only time the charter talks about constables.
What section is that, do you know?
I just had it up. It's the section that defines the select board's powers, so that would be Article 3 under select board appointments, and then it lists constable.
at minimum, if we don't have final clarity, could we make the appointment contingent upon
Yes.
clarification?
Confirmation, yeah.
That we have, the ability to do that, unlimited amount of constables, or whatever the charter defines.
I think that would make sense. If there's any issue, we can bring it back for clarification.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we appoint Mark Parlin as a constable term May 1st, 2026 to April 30th, 2031, understanding that so long as it's okay by the charter.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we appoint Ross Parlin as a constable term from May 1st, 2026 till April 30th, 2031, with the same provision with the charter.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous.
gentlemen.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you willing to serve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and we appointed Benny, reappointed Benny, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, next, licenses and permits. First one, off-premise liquor license transfer for Michelle's Corner Store. Who is going to come up and speak to that?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to read the public hearing notice.
Okay.
Public hearing notice will be held on, by the Select Board on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026, at 6 p.m. in the Crane Meeting Room, Norton Town Hall, 72 East Main Street, to consider the application of Haley Corporation DBA Michelle's Corner Store, located at 325 West Main Street, Norton, Mass. 02766, for the transfer of Section 15 all alcohol package store license from Michelle's Corner Store Incorporated.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we open said hearing.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name is Janki Kodak. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
So we are here for transfer to the license from Michelle Corner Market to the Haley Corporation. We will be run a good corporation as a Michelle been doing here for long years, and we will be have an ID checker too in the shop. Also, my attorney Alex is also on a call, and I'm also tip certified for the Michelle Corner Market, and I'm sorry for any confusion, but this is my first time, so
That's okay, take
Yeah.
your time. No pressure at all.
Just us.
Yeah. Don't worry. Yep, we're all friends here.
So this is Janki Kotak?
yeah, Janki Kodak.
And you and Bhavesh Kumar Patel
Yes,
are the co-owners?
he's my uncle.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, their attorney is here.
Yeah.
Bassam, do you mind unmuting their attorney? I can shoot him a text.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Bassam, can you please unmute Alex?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you, Alex.
Great. Sorry about that. Good evening. My name is Alex Bourgeois. I'm here representing the applicant, Haley Corporation. I work at Democus offices in Lynn.
Hi, welcome.
Hi. So Janki already introduced herself. Janki Kotak is the president, treasurer, secretary, 80% shareholder, and the proposed manager of record on the application. The applicant is purchasing all of the assets, including the all-alcoholic beverage license from Michelle's Corner Store Incorporated, who has been doing business as Michelle's Corner Store, located at 325 West Main Street in Norton. The business will continue operating as it is now. Same name, same location, same product sold, hours of operation. There will be no changes operationally. The proposed manager of record, Janki Kotak, has years of experience working in similar stores. She currently works at Pages 3 Beer and Wine in Bridgewater. And upon ABCC approval of this application and the closing of the transaction, Janki will be full-time working at Michelle's Corner Store and will no longer work at the store in Bridgewater. She also has experience working at Sun Market in Norton. She has never received a violation. She's tip certified. She's familiar with the ID scanners in the store and current ID laws. She has a valid work authorization. So, we are here seeking approval of the transfer of the liquor license, approval of Janki as manager of record, and approval of the pledge of the license and inventory to Rockland Trust, as a portion of the purchase price is being financed by Rockland Trust.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Town Manager, do we have all sign-offs from our department heads, town side?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we do.
Okay. So Alex, can you state the three, which three, she has three requests. Do we have to vote on each one of those?
Yes. So the first request is approval of the transfer of the liquor license from Michelle's Corner Store Incorporated to Haley Corporation. The second request is approval of Jonky Kotak as the manager of record on the license. And the third request is approval of the pledge of the license and the inventory to Rockland Trust Company.
To Rockland Trust, okay. Does that sound, we haven't done that before.
Okay, I thought we were just approving the license.
Well, you can see on the page 1 of the application, they kind of do it as a one-stop shop. So they require us to ask for all three of those approvals on the transfer applications.
Who's they?
The ABCC. So I do have transfer of license checked as well as the two pledges, and then I state the new manager.
So the first two make sense to me, transferring the license and approving the license.
The
It's
manager. And approving
the manager. That makes sense. The
the
third,
bank, we don't-
I'm not sure about pledging to the bank.
We've,
I don't know.
we've never done that. Anybody familiar with that?
I've never been.
Nor do I think we should.
Okay, I do a lot of these every month. We always just I think it's more of a formality. But I mean, if you don't want to touch on that subject, I mean, I've never had an issue with it or have it come back. But that's fine. I mean, I'm sure they've had that happen before.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
So regardless of our findings on the number third topic here, this is an open hearing, and the agenda item does not include number 2 and number 3. The agenda item simply is to transfer the liquor license. So we need to make sure that even if nobody had any issue with the attorney's request, it wasn't posted that way on our meeting. So we really can't vote beyond what the agenda item says.
Well, the pledge of the license in the inventory is just a portion of the financing of the transfer application. So it's not an additional request. It's found on question 11 or 12 of the application. So it's right in there. It's all under the same application.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'm not. I'm just saying on our end, were we as clear as possible on the agenda item? Not the applicant, but in our house, it's not specific enough, I don't think, to have a public hearing around.
So it's a valid concern. Definitely, we want to give the public notice of what's happening. The Attorney General reads the open meeting law a little more broad to say as long as it's, quote, reasonably related, end quote. So it'd be up to the board whether the board thinks that these further requests are reasonably related to off-premise liquor license transfer Michelle's Corner Store. That means, was the board trying to not make clear to a member of the public that this would come up? And it could be read either way.
Mr. Chair, so I'm not familiar with these. I'm new on this board, but it sounds like from the other members that the other members are surprised this came up. So if it was a surprise to other members of the board, people in the general public who might be looking at our agenda probably are not fully informed.
So if I could, duly noted, Kevin, Alex, this is a question to you, a more kind of a statement. Our board in all liquor license transfers, we have the steps that the department heads have to take to sign off, to approve, for this to go forward to our board to be able to approve the transfer of the license. The pledge of inventory and pledge of license, that's a legal matter between the parties that our board is not part of and we've never been part of. Does that make sense to you, Alex?
Yes, that makes sense. The pledge of the license in the inventory is just listed on the application. The ABCC requires us to state in connection with the transfer where the money is coming from. So typically on my applications, it will get sent back if we don't, state that the license in the inventory is being pledged. Most of the applications I do pledge the license in the inventory. So it really isn't, while it appears as a separate approval, it really just falls within the transfer, because in order for the transfer to happen, we have to state where the financing is coming from. It's really no more than that.
And it seems like the ABCC, they're the ones looking for those separate pledge of inventory and pledge of license by their application. Our board, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Town Manager, but we deal with the transfer of license itself, and everything that falls in the legal bucket beyond that, including pledge of inventory and pledge of license and finance and everything else, that is not under our purview. It never has been, and I don't remember ever getting notice that it is. So it's definitely clear on the ABCC application for license, transfer of license, these other boxes of pledge of inventory, but this is not ours. This is just a copy that's going to go to the ABCC. What we're supposed to do is vote on the transfer of the license itself. That is what is in our purview. That's my opinion.
I believe that's the cleanest way to do it. That's what's listed here, and that's what, if there's something you need further, maybe after ABCC says you really need this, then you could come back, but I'm comfortable advising the board just to approve the license.
Yes, sir.
The past practice has been, the town has a license, we give it to, we transfer it to whatever business we have in town who wants the license. We sell it for nothing. We give it away. When the license holder comes and says, I want to transfer the license to another individual, we already know that license has value, and we know that the bank is going to attach that license as part of the agreement. It's never had anything to do with the board. It has to do with the ABCC. So when they're showing the inventory as far as the assets and they're listing the license separate, it really has nothing to do with us. We already gave that license away a long time ago. So I understand the concern, but for years we've been doing it this way. I've never seen it broken down by the financial part of it, because we've never been we're not.
It's not under our purview.
We're not part of that financial transaction. So this is totally legit the way they've done it. They've put some additional information in here that we probably haven't had the exposure to in the past. And I can understand Kevin's concern about it being beyond the scope of the discussion, but this has nothing to do with us. So I'm fully committed, and then I agree that the transfer should be allowed, and the banks and the property owners should negotiate their own deals, because we really have nothing to do with it.
I agree. Thank you very much, sir.
Through you, Chair.
Yes, sir.
I would.
Ma'am, sorry. I'm sorry.
I would agree with all of that. Like, we're certainly not in a position to make those pledges. We don't have
That's
the
right.
knowledge required for that, number one. But yeah, and you mentioned that usually there's the other prerequisite checks, like the fire department, police department. I'm not seeing that in the packet. Has that been obtained?
Yes, there were about 30 pages of checks, but I didn't include those.
I know
on
they're
the
all
packet.
completed. I'm just asking so if we do approve it, we can approve it contingent upon anything that might be outstanding.
They're all complete to my knowledge.
Okay.
So I could look for a motion that is contingent upon those. Just the liquor license transfer, contingent upon all the department heads signatures.
Close the hearing.
Okay, so let's do that motion.
You want to
There's a motion to,
Well, anybody else have anything? Any comments, questions?
Public.
Oh, we should close the public hearing.
probably, we should close the hearing first. So motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, public meeting's closed.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir?
But now you can ask if there's anyone who'd like to speak on behalf of this.
Pardon?
Now you can allow the public, if anyone has any concerns, to speak.
Oh, yeah. Anybody like to speak on this subject? No, I see nobody, sir.
Mr. Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we approve the transfer of the liquor license from Michelle's Corner Store to Haley Corporation, contingent upon all
Department heads.
departments signing off.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Have
Good
a
luck
good
with
night.
ABCC.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Alex.
Okay. Next up, we have, under license and permits, B Common Vic License, The Creamery LLC. Mr. Town Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a business owned by Carol Cusack, the owner of the beloved Kelly's Place. And she is intending to open an ice cream creamery a couple doors down. We're all very excited about that.
Did she bring anything to
Yeah.
the sample?
We'll have to invite her back here.
I don't see her. Yeah.
But yeah, her daughter Kelly runs a top-notch shop, and I can't say enough high praise about the way they do business over there. And this one has received all department approvals, except there is one health inspection that is being coordinated. So if the board's inclined, they could approve contingent on the health inspection.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
make a motion we approve the common vic license to the Creamery LLC, 288 East Main Street, Norton, Massachusetts. Carol Cusack is the owner's name. Contingent upon the one health issue being rectified.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Another unanimous, Stella. Okay.
I do ice cream.
Ice
When are
cream,
they opening?
ice cream is my number one food group.
Not fast enough.
Okay, so, next up, announcements.
Class.
Oh, wait a minute, I skipped one, I'm sorry. Under licenses and permits, we have one more. Class 2 auto license, Mass Auto Hub LLC, 50 Pleasant Street.
Sure, come on up. You can.
I'm the owner of 50 Pleasant Street. I don't know if you guys remember me.
Yeah.
Yep. What about you?
Don't you own the one over on?
I do, yeah.
130.
560, yeah.
Yeah.
Furnace Brook Motors in
Yep.
Houston.
Furnace Brook. Yeah.
That's right.
I've driven by your place several times and said, "Where'd all the
Hard
cars
not
go?"
to, right? 106, very popular street. Oh, sure.
You're good.
Alrighty. Yeah, like I said, the tenants, the applicants, they're not here right now, but I can speak on their behalf. I'm just here to answer any questions so you guys can make a vote today.
So what's your name?
Jacob Stone.
Jacob Stone. And do you own the property? You're the
I do,
landlord?
yeah. I own 50 Pleasant Street.
Okay.
Yep.
This isn't Precourt Lumber. It's the old Oasis, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the old Precourt Lumber. That's right. Well,
And
it's
I
way
heard it
back
was a place called Trixie's at one point. I don't know if that's past all
I don't know
of
anything
our
about
time. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that too much.
Sure. Hey, it's before my time.
Okay, so Jacob, give us a quick rundown.
Sure. Tenants are applying for the same license that was already on the property, Class 2 license. They're applying for Unit B. Currently, Unit A is on the other side of the property. Also, that's where I occupy the space, but today the tenants, his name, it's Mass Auto Hub, and they're applying for a Class 2 auto license in Unit B.
Okay. And you have designated spaces?
We do.
You've had a map before? I don't know if you
Yes,
submitted that. Have they done that part of this application? Because I don't see it.
They've done everything. I went to the select board's office today. I asked them to make copies for you guys.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully it's in that packet, but if it didn't make it, then
We'll just hand it out.
Okay, all right. So it's all in compliance? No?
everything's in compliance. You guys have given me the same type of license in the same spot at one point.
Okay.
Based off all the information that I gave prior.
Mr. Town Manager, any questions, concerns, comments?
No, this location has previously had cars for sale, and the applicant has been approved by all the departments.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
I just have one question for you.
Sure.
Are you still in business over there?
I am not in business over there right now.
Okay,
Looking for another tenant, hopefully soon.
okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments?
There was just one, Mr. Chair, the fire department had a concern about
2 parking spots.
Michael Wilson.
your 2 parking spots. Yeah, you wanted
Yep. I talked to him. I met him over there. We had a good discussion about it, and we came to the conclusion that we'll eliminate the spaces that he had concerns about.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we approve the Class 2 auto license for Mass Auto Hub LLC at 50 Pleasant Street.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob.
All right. Have a good night.
Take care. Good luck. Thank you. All right. Now we can go to announcements. Notification of appointment of treasurer collector Lindsay Grasso. Appointment effective date April 2nd, 2026.
If I may, Mr. Chair, Ms. Grasso wanted to be here tonight. She's the current treasurer collector for the town of Abington, and she had asked if it's okay if she finishes some bonding for the town that she's been working on for months, and I thought that was respectful to let her finish up process that she committed to. So she's planning on attending the next meeting here, but I can't say enough good things about her. We're very happy to welcome her on board. She has experience doing everything a treasurer does, the tax takings, cash flow and investments. She actually has some really insightful ideas on structuring debt, reconciling accounts, working collaboratively with all the finance departments, the assessors, accounting. So I'd like to introduce her next time, but very happy to announce her appointment.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
So when will she be starting here? I had the date. If you give me a moment, we have a little get together scheduled for her.
Mr. Chairman, let me read this into the record anyway, while he's looking for that. I hereby notify the Select Board in accordance with provisions of Article 4, Section 2B of the Norton Charter, acting in my capacity as appointing authority, I have appointed the following individual treasurer collector, Lindsay J. Grasso. Said appointment was made on March 18, 2026, and in the accordance with the provisions of the Norton Charter will be effective as of April 2nd, 2026.
So that's something that might change?
If that,
So she's scheduled to start April 29th.
do you want me to have that as part of the motion, April 29th?
A motion's not required. If you'd like
Okay.
to make one, that's fine.
Just as part of this motion, I mean, just as part of reading the record.
Sure.
Said appointment was made March 18th, 2026, in accordance with the provision of the Norton Charter, and will be effective as of April 29th, 2026.
Maybe on or before.
And right. And so April 29th, if any members of the board want to come by at 10 a.m., we'll have probably coffee and donuts.
Good for a coffee and a donut myself once in a while.
Yeah, I don't get enough of those. Okay. Thank you, sir. Next announcement, Mr. Clerk.
Absentee ballots are now available in the Norton Town Clerk's office for the upcoming April 11th local town election. She wanted me to let everybody know that the town hall will be where the election will be held, right here at the town hall, and the hours will be 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., but there are absentee ballots available now if anyone's interested. There's an upcoming sip and stroll for kickoff for the summer, hosted
Mr.
by
Chair, sorry to interrupt. We have the warrant for the ballots. I'm just passing that down for the select board to approve.
Okay. Kickoff the summer event will be held in the Norton Town Hall front parking lot on Saturday, May 16, 2026, from 3 to 6 p.m. If you need a mammogram, Norton Town Hall will be having Dana-Farber's mammography, how you said it? Mammography fan? Mammography fan, thank you. Thursday, April 9th, from 7 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. Again, that'll be here at the Norton Town Hall.
Doesn't sound right either.
Everyone wants to be invited to the Memorial Day Parade this year. Being the 250th anniversary of the United States, we're asking that any community groups, local businesses, high school bands, pipe bands, civic groups, or anyone who wants to celebrate, please come and do so. If any questions, you can contact Gary Cameron at the Norton VFW. And then again, that's Memorial Day. Let's see. I don't think that one's current. Townwide yard sale will be held on Saturday, May 9th, 2026, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Maps will be available at the Norton Park and Rec website starting on May 4th. But the main senior golf lessons will be held on Wednesday, May 6th, June 10th, and July 22nd. There'll be senior golf lessons offered $200 per session, and this will be through the Parks and Rec Commission. And I'm not going to read that one. That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir.
Bob, did you also have anything in there around the townwide cleanup day on April 11th, same day as Election Day? Just wanted to mention that as well, 9 to 1. It's on the same day. Hopefully, people will come here to vote and grab a bag on the way out and clean up their.
So they're both here.
And
in town.
I believe that if people are interested, they can go to the town's website, and Norton Park and Rec has a spot where you can register to volunteer to help with that. And I think they give out a T-shirt for those who are here to help out. So.
Thanks, Roger.
On April 4th, and April 12th is going to be my 40th birthday.
Oh, nice.
Peter, you know that's my birthday too, right?
That's right.
Well, who's older?
Who's better looking? All right. Wonderful. That's it for announcements. New business. License agreement, 77 West Main Street, Chris Pernock.
Mr. Chair, just very briefly, this has been before the board before, and we've approved a 50-year lease for 77 West Main Street, so the owner can have access into his property where he is planning to invest a considerable amount in developing along West Main Street. So all this does is change the 50 years to 99 years to allow him to invest and develop the property.
Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the license agreement for a period of 99 years to Northtown Properties LLC.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, discussion. So this is the right-of-way for the town of Norton, right?
Right here.
Yes, okay. So, my question is, we don't have a site plan on this map, but will that right-of-way be blocked? Will there be any obstacles? I know it mentioned parking and drive, but preferably drive and not parking. I'm just wondering if people want to access the backwoods there, and they're going to be parking spots all throughout that right-of-way, and nobody can get through. So I was just curious.
So there will be no blockage. I spoke with Mr. Pernock. He will actually be donating gravel and giving us a free parking lot back there for access to the trails.
Great, thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
In addition to that, I spoke to Mr. Pernock also. The intent is to redesign that entranceway, so he'll be at his cost. So there's no cost to the town. He'll go back as the plan shows. At the very end, he's going to create a gravel area, Mr. Good indicated, And once that gravel area is established, the Fernandez Park is what that right-of-way was designed for. And the town's been in possession of that for well over 30 years. We've never done anything with it. What this would give us an opportunity to do would be to create a parking area, and perhaps we can get a Eagle Scout or someone to go out there and carve some trails into that park so people will have access to it. So Mr. Pinnock is doing a great job of trying to work with us on this, and I'm convinced that he will do a nice job in putting that parking area in the back so we can have access to that property, and hopefully people can enjoy it.
Mr. Chair, this is great. Thanks, Bob. And give me some more work to do in my new volunteer positions too, by the way. I wanted to mention.
First task.
I want to make, first ask. I wanted to mention, just point of detail on our agreements, we should really use this new address, 72 East Main Street instead of 70. I don't know where 70 is. I don't know if it's the old town hall that got torn down, but we should, we should use 72 just for point of reference in case anybody checks it.
It's in the first column, the
Right.
first paragraph.
That's right.
Right.
72. And, Mr. Chairman, if I can add one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Seeing that Mr. O'Neill was volunteered for all these other committees, there is a plan that was developed many years ago with in cooperation with the conservation agent to put a park in that area. And there is an established plan already for it.
Oh, good.
So you don't have to reinvent it. So if you're going to put in trails, those trails are already marked on a plan somewhere.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. I believe that was probably for finance. And then
We're going to
I
move
had to
this
guess.
poll thing to the end. Is that okay?
Save the exciting stuff for last. Well, we're at the end.
That's
so.
right. We're
Next up, under new business, we have the polled hearing. First one for Old Dean Street, 2 new, 3 relocated.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir?
let me read the notice. You are hereby notified that the Norton Select Board will hold a public hearing on Thursday, April 2nd, 2026, at 6 p.m. in the Crane Meeting Room, Norton Town Hall, 72 East Main Street, regarding petition submitted by Massachusetts Electric Company, DBA National Grid, for the installation and relocation of utility poles on the public way pursuant to Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 166, Section 22. On Old Dean Street, install two new utility poles and relocate 3 existing utility poles beginning approximately 650 feet west of the center line of the intersection of Dean Street and Old Dean Street, and continuing approximately 650 feet easterly. Proposed work includes installation of pole number 3319-50 and pole 3321, relocation of pole 3320 and pole 3321-50, and relocation of existing pole 3321 to be renumbered as P3320-50. On Dean Street, they're going to install 2 new utility poles beginning approximately 1,205 feet north of the center line of the intersection of Dean Street and Great Swamp Road. Proposed poles will be 3335-50 and 3332-50. On South Washington Street, they'll install 1 new utility pole beginning approximately 775 feet east of the center line of the intersection of Commerce Way and South Washington Street. Proposed installation of the new 40-foot C-stub pole number P1568-89, approximately 40 feet north of the existing pole 1568, including anchor guy and pole-to-pole guy to support the pole line for reliability. Plans show the proposed pole locations may be examined at the town manager's office, Norton Town Hall, during normal business hours, and any person, interested person may appear at the hearing and be heard.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir?
I make a motion that we open said public hearing.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Public hearing is open. So, gentlemen, who'd like to speak to these briefly?
All right, my name is James Ganserick. I'm here on behalf of the National Grid. And this work is being done to improve reliability and reduce outages. The poles on Old Dean Street, they're being relocated. The distribution poles are being relocated for transmission line clearance.
Okay, that was nice and brief. Thank you. These are basic, just housekeeping. Are they, the poles snapped? Are they old? Are they?
No, it's just a line improvements. We're going from single phase to 3-phase. And some of the new pole locations are to reduce the span length, so they're like 200 feet or less.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions from the board? Anybody? Anybody else on this exciting topic?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Public hearing is closed. Any other comments? Anybody? I know you're dying to speak. Go ahead. Jump right up there.
I guess the polls are grouped together. This was a separate order for the South Washington Street poll.
Yeah, they have to be separate. We have to do them separate votes, that's all. South Washington Street is a different project.
Is that because it's, how come? How come? Explain.
Well, you've got 3 different projects here, so you probably should just segregate them individually.
Okay.
Is there anyone here who wants, I want to ask if anyone wants to talk about South Washington Street, because that is a different project.
Right, I think the first 2 were the same applicant, and the third one was a different applicant, South
Right, it
Washington.
would be a different contractor.
So we can
Mr. Chair,
vote on the first 2
Yeah.
together? Okay. Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we approve the pole installation on Old Dean Street and Dean Street as written.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Unanimous. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we allow the pole installation on South Washington Street as written.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh,
Didn't he want to talk to this one, the Washington Street
did
one?
you want to speak to this?
If you have questions about it, I can speak to it.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on it?
Oh, you just said answer question. No.
No? Okay. You're off the hook. Okay. So, we're good?
And sorry, I'm an aye for that one, sorry.
Okay. Aye. All unanimous. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening. Take care. Okay. Let's see. Now, old business. Moving on. Town meeting warrant articles, number 14, revolving funds, and number 4, prior year bills. Mr. Town Manager.
Thank you. So you should have the score sheet in your packet. We're coming down to crunch time almost. We'll have the finance warrant articles for you soon and the rest of the projects for you soon, potentially at the next meeting. So these 2 are revolving funds and prior year bills. There are actually no prior year bills. So I could withdraw that. The finance committee voted no action. The board could vote no action, or I can withdraw.
Might as well vote no action.
No action.
Yep.
So,
Mr. Chair,
yes, sir.
I recommend that we take no action on Article 4 of the town meeting warrant.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And the other article, the revolving funds, so you should have the list of accounts in your packet. And these are the same accounts that were approved last year for the same limits. There's a law that requires us to, each year, town meeting approves the maximum that can be spent from each account. And they can't spend more than that. So these are the limits, the proposed maximum from each of these 8 accounts. If there was question whether the Park and Rec revolving fund was one of these accounts, and it's actually not. It's a different account that doesn't require town meeting approval. That's Chapter 4453D, not 4453 a half. So the Park and Rec account is not part of this. These 8 accounts are.
Okay. Thank you.
Through you, Chair.
Yes.
Reading the state law, Mark, it just says that doesn't require town meeting if this provision has been accepted by the town. Do we have evidence that the town has accepted the provision 53D?
You're on 53D or 53 and a half?
D, the one that you're saying that we don't have to go to town meeting.
Yes, we have accepted the provision.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we have checked that off, that we actually approved it for the town.
So, Mr. Town Manager, I don't know if you have these numbers with you, but what have we used from the what was approved last year? What are the balances in the accounts, if you have them?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay. If you can run those down? Anybody else interested?
The current balances on each of the accounts are Council on Aging, $8,058.
So these are current?
Current as of February 20th, 2026.
Okay, and this is balance in there.
Balance remaining.
Balance
in there.
remaining from
It's
prior
a-
fiscal year.
There,
Or this fiscal
The
year.
nature of the accounts is they're always taking in money and expending money.
Right.
But
Okay.
they also have some balance in it, right? Yeah.
Right. So as of February 20th, the Council on Aging revolving account had $8,058. The Board of Health account had $1,495. Highway Recycling, $26,036. Nothing in the Fire Department hazmat account. Jackson Property Fees, $56,299. Forestry Revolving, $1,411. Nothing in the Stormwater Bylaw Revolving Account. Camp Edith Reed had $981.
Wow. What do we do at Camp Edith Reed?
There haven't been any recent revenue or expenses in that account.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
So I believe what this is, the proposed limit is the maximum amount that they can put in the account.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we have the money that's available. You know, I guess one disturbing part of this I see is the Camp Edith Reed. I don't think we do enough down there with that property. And it's probably something our new recreation representative might look into.
Already on it, yeah.
And maybe we can get some more use out of that. I mean, when we bought that property, we thought it might be a great place for Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, you know, any kind of organization who may want to go out there and do some camping or whatever. It's a beautiful place out there, and it's just a crying shame when you taking advantage of it. But some of these, I'm not sure. These have been around a long time, most of these accounts. So, yeah, it's just you can't raise any more than what's listed without approval. That's all.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we recommend Article 14 on the town meeting warrant.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Perfect.
So,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Chair, just around the Park and Rec, I had sent Melissa an email after our last meeting based on Denise's comment. You guys all have it figured out here in the packet, but I just wanted to point out that there is no limit on the revolving account. That's why it doesn't have to be voted in under this different chapter. But so that gives a long runway. If a Park and Rec department can find ways to self-fund a lot of programs, and they can raise the money through fees and registrations, that kind of thing, they don't have to worry about hitting a limit on a revolving account. So that's the positive thing. That's probably why they're set up differently. At the end of the year, anything, they can carry over $10,000, up to $10,000 into the next fiscal year. Anything beyond that, they have to give back to the town in the general fund. And I think that because of the timing here with the town pool, I think they're allowed to encumber for salaries for the lifeguards at the town pool. But beyond that, they can't carry over any additional money beyond $10,000.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay. What are you here for?
Regarding a development on South Washington Street, 260 South Washington Street. The goal of the meeting here was to more preemptively regarding the next.
Okay.
board meeting,
Okay. Can you give us a minute when we get the select board report and mail and, I thought you were with some of the other, and then it dawned on me, wait a minute. Okay, give us a minute. Okay, Mr. Town Manager, your report, sir.
Thank you.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I'm looking for my copy of it. I seem to have given everyone else a copy, but I didn't keep one for myself. Thank you. So budget development, where on the last stretch, I intend to give the proposed fiscal 27 budget on Monday. So that's what I'll be doing. If you need me this weekend, I'll be going through the line items. I've been in close coordination with all the department heads, and it's a tight year, but we're going to make it work. Police accreditation, the police department had the evaluators here last week. It was a 2-day evaluation. They thoroughly went through, I want to say, hundreds of mandatory standards, 274. And we completed a lot more optional requirements than were required. But everything I've heard was positive feedback. Special thanks to Chief Clark, Lieutenant Schleicher, and Patrolman Worrell for their leadership and help. And we anticipate formal notice back in June of the results of that accreditation. But we're very optimistic. The Capital Planning Committee has commenced its review of capital projects for this spring. We heard from various department heads this week and anticipated that we will vote on capital projects to send forward next week. Grants, happy to announce that the state confirmed our $3.5 million for water work on Elm Street. So that's a great development there, and we're going to replace a bunch of water mains and lines on Elm Street. And the state additionally is giving us $15,200 for our fire department gas work, and we're very pleased to receive that grant. Departments are working together. Veterans is in close collaboration with the seniors, with Public Works, the Board of Health. The seniors are donating hours. We're usually greeted by a friendly face when we come into town hall if one of the select board members isn't here for their office hours. We also have a downtown project that there was a public meeting here for yesterday. And Peter was there, and people were heard. Our Public Works Director presented, and there was a lot of good feedback. I understand one project might have been one solution might have been favored more than the rest. That was the four-way intersection. Of course, the Traffic Safety Committee, I understand, is going to be following up on that and may take an additional vote. I think they already took a vote, but they may take another vote on which recommendation we would like to send to town meeting. That's the report, subject to your questions.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Through you, Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Quick question, Mark. On the budget development, you highlighted some of the cost drivers include personal obligations, contractual commitments, etc. How are we doing on the negotiations with the union contracts that you're working on?
Oh, good question.
That good, huh?
I need to take a deep breath for this one. So we have 8 unions that we're negotiating with. Thankfully, we have a strong assistant town manager that's spearheading this. We don't need to incur any outside attorney's fees. We're meeting with all of them at once, and this isn't the best year for unions to try to negotiate raises. I don't know what else to say, but we're doing our best. We value our employees. We're taking a step back, conducting compensation and classification studies. So comparing the
the managers, the supervisors, the rank and file to their counterparts in communities like us, and determining what adjustments need to be made. So I mean, we've received proposals for them. We're kind of waiting until the budget comes out next week, and then we will give proposals what we can to them. That's about all I could say publicly.
Yeah. Do we think we'll have them resolved before town meeting or no?
I would hope so, but that's anyone's guess.
Okay. There.
Okay, any other questions for the town manager regarding his report?
I don't know if, Mr. Chair, I don't know if this is the right time. I just have a question. I noticed that Christie's title has changed both on her signature and she had made an update on LinkedIn. So I'm wondering, changing from licensing coordinator, select board liaison to administration and finance specialist. Have her duties changed, or just a title, or?
So the formal title remains the same, but there's an additional responsibility associated with her role, as she brings certain financial strengths to the table. For example, she has a current license as a stockbroker, and we're utilizing her talents and to the benefit of departments. She's contributing strategy-wise in a way you normally wouldn't expect of that position, and it's already benefiting the taxpayers and the departments.
Mr. Chair, that's good to expand her level of support. I just want to make sure that we weren't losing her as, number one, the select board liaison, number two, the licensing coordinator, and the administrative assistant for this board. So she's not losing those duties. Okay.
No, not at all.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Town Manager, would, under your report, would it be something to let this gentleman speak what he needs to, or topics not reasonably anticipated 48 hours in advance? What would be appropriate?
Mr. Chairman?
Sure.
Just for clarification, what's the topic? I didn't hear.
So if I may briefly introduce the gentleman, I have no objection to a member of the public speaking. If correct me if I'm wrong, I understand this is part of a development project using the PACE program. So this is something that my office is doing our due diligence on currently. The planner had made a request to my office to look at this program. It's a relatively new program. Some communities in Massachusetts have adopted it. It's for energy efficiency and promotes business activity. There's some requirements on the local select board would have to opt into it, and it could incur various staff time. So we would want to make sure we understand all of our obligations before we sign on to it. So the board may hear about this in a coming meeting, but we'd like to do our due diligence to make sure we can, in good faith, recommend it to the board without creating a burden on staff or getting us into something. We want to go into it with our eyes open.
Okay. So with that being said, I have no problem allowing him to be able to make a statement. Are you representing the developer? Are you the developer?
Representing, and with my firm representing.
Mr. Chair, I'm sorry. Can you ask him to come up to the mic?
Yeah. If you could, please state your name and what development you're representing, company.
So my name is John Delasanti. I'm here representing Avrio Clean Fund.
A little loud, I can't.
Oh, sorry.
Please.
My name is John Delasanti. I'm here representing Avrio Clean Fund. We are here with the support of the Department of Economic Development with Massachusetts in regards to a new development occurring down on 260 South Washington Street for the construction of a new cold storage facility. As stated, part of it does involve the financing via the new PACE program through the state of Massachusetts. So wanted to come here, introduce myself and our firm. We have on the call as well our managing partner for our firm, John Kinney. He's been a huge part of the establishing the legislation for this at every state level throughout the country. So I appreciate all your time and letting me come speak before you guys.
Is there any information you could provide us, now, so we could have some of that going into whatever you're going to give to the town manager for us to read?
They have provided a memo which I can forward to the board.
Okay.
We're not completely done our analysis, but we have no objection forwarding that on.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, the more we can inform, the better.
Can you give us a little bit of a background of what it is?
Yeah, 100%. So it's a 60,000 square foot cold storage facility. Going to be again down on 260 South Washington Street. As far as specifics you're looking for at the moment,
what is this PACE program?
So PACE program is a public financing mechanism already approved through the state of Massachusetts. Requires the municipality to opt into it, but it is utilized to finance sustainable improvements and sustainable features to a development to make it more, whether it is sustainable or environmentally friendly for the development and for the town.
So is it a private finance entity that finances, environmental kind of properties?
Privately financed through a public mechanism, which is the PACE program itself.
Okay. And it needs to meet certain qualifications?
Those qualifications. So really the reason that I'm standing here is because it requires for the town, the municipality to opt in. The state has already approved it. Now it's at the municipality level to opt into it itself.
I mean, the development, what's the developer need to do? Obviously meet certain criteria, I'm guessing, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Through you, Chair.
Yes.
You said cold storage facility. Cold storage of what?
That I would defer to the memo as far as definitively what's going to be going in as far as tenants. I believe it's 8 different tenants at a maximum, but it could be food, it could be pharmaceutical. That again, I would defer to the memo as far as specific details.
Okay, great.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
just so I'm clear on the buy-in you're talking about. In the past, we've offered TIF, tax increment financing program, stuff like that. What is our buy? Is there a cash value to our buy-in, or is it just the buy-in to the program?
So no cost at all to the municipality or to the taxpayer. This is simply an opt-in by the town.
So we're looking into that more. I understand, and I don't have all the information, but I understand they want our approval so they can get $10 million of investor funding, and then we would put the equivalent of a betterment lien on that property, and then the payments would go from the person investing in this facility through us to the investor, and our staff would record and take payments and
Sounds pretty complex.
satisfy this lien and potentially be liable if the business goes under.
Yeah. We'll look forward to your report the next.
Yeah. Very well said, Denise.
I'm glad you're doing your due diligence on this.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
So with that being said, that's said. So we definitely need to digest this information once Mark gets it prepped and ready for us.
Fantastic.
With the benefits, whatever they are, and then we'll take it up on the next meeting or whatever.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate you guys.
Mark, or whenever it's ready.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys' time. My first time ever attending a select board meeting for a town at all. So I really appreciate your patience.
So
Is it all you'd hoped for?
Everything and more.
So just standard operating procedure, 48 hours, usually by Tuesday morning, you want to request to get on the agenda for that. Well, at least 2 business days before that meeting is, you're going to want to put in a request to the select board's office to be an agenda item through the town manager's office, mayor's office, whatever community it is.
Fantastic.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Last but not least, we have warrants.
No, there's more than after that.
Well,
too.
there's still more. There's a, wait,
What?
There's another page.
You guys stick another page in here on me? Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's executive session.
Yeah, I know we have executive, but, okay. So warrants.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we approve invoice warrant 26-37 dated March 12, 2026.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Chairman, I make a motion, we approve invoice warrant 26-38 dated March 19, 2026.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Chairman, I make a motion, we approve payroll warrant 26-19 for the week ending March 14, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chairman, I make a motion that we approve invoice warrant 26-39 dated March 26, 2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Mr.
Next
Chair,
up, minutes. Yep.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes of March 12th, 2026.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Select Board report and mail. We have a letter regarding Site 1 communication from Stephen Bernstein.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Mr. Clerk?
I'll read it and I'll ask Mr. Gould to follow up on it. There's actually more than one letter in here.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm gonna re-
Can Mr. Town Manager provide a summary?
I can.
I believe there's 3 letters in here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's probably not necessary to read all the letters. I'll leave it to the board's discretion. This is an ongoing issue where the town has received many complaints over a long period of time due to traffic and noise issues mostly. We've been in communication with Site 1. They have met with us to varying degrees of constructiveness, and we're working with them to try to get to an agreement on operating hours. They operate a grinder on site. I believe the difficulty right now is if it's, don't quote me on this, if it's 7 a.m. or 7:30 a.m., what the appropriate start time is and what the appropriate time is for the large trucks going down the road that they operate on over there on Newland Street. So that's it in a nutshell. We're continuing communication with them, and hopefully it is fruitful.
Okay, thank you, sir. So in regards to this was submitted by Mr. Bernstein to make the Select Board formally aware. Is there any action by the Select Board, or is this for public notice only?
Looking at the letter, it asks for us to, the first letter says, quote, "Please act and shut down this facility as soon as possible," end quote. I don't think that's really something that I would advise the board to do at this time.
If I could interrupt it, if you could summarize this for us and get that to us, maybe for next meeting,
Happy to.
if there is something actionable on behalf of our board. Does that make sense?
Right. At this time, there's no action. I would ask that the board allow my office to see this process through the end and then see if we're able to get to an agreement with Site 1. I understand some residents have exercised a lot of patience. I'd ask for, the courtesy of doing our due diligence and at least trying before we bring it back to the board. With maybe completely up to the board when they'd like me to report back.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I'd ask you to report back to the next meeting. I want to be clear on this. This board is not ignoring this. This is something we talk about quite often. And I think Mr. Gould has done a very good job of communicating with Site 1 in recent weeks, trying to come up with a solution to the problem. We can't make them go away, but we can, I believe, control some of the issues that are happening in the neighborhood. So I think we should give him the time to go back and look into this and come up with a recap about what he's been able to accomplish to, make this process work for both us and for Site 1. So I think it's important that we take the time to go over it. I don't want to ignore the abutters. There's at least 3 letters here now, and I know there are more people out there that have been echoing some concerns about the traffic over there. And I think it's important that we kind of put it all together. I don't want the letter writers to think that we're ignoring this. We're not. We just want to take a more proactive stance with it and see what kind of negotiations we can come up with before we come maybe to our next meeting. We can get some more information.
Okay, I agree with Mr. Kimball. I know it's been ongoing, and I do believe Mr. Gould has been in communication with them. So I agree with you, Mr. Kimball, fully. If there are guardrails that can be put around it, let's let Mr. Gould talk with their representative, see what they can come up with, and go from there. Make sense?
Yeah, I want to make sure that we also don't overpromise or mislead the public to believe that there's something that we can necessarily do, because there may not be anything that we can do, right? So
Very good point.
I want to make sure that we're just really frank and honest about that when we do go through the analysis.
Right. There is no shut down motion or vote that we can take. I mean,
Right.
there's no license that we oversee over there.
Right.
To my
right.
knowledge, it's a state license.
Right. And even I think we've had some discussion before, but the truck traffic to some extent with this, nothing we can do because it's, state encourages commerce and allows it to some extent, except for maybe some limitations of hours or something, but that's about it.
Mr. Chair, so Mr. Kimball was about to read this into record. I think I know his intent was there. At some point, once you have some time to continue your follow-up and working with these folks, we should post these letters on either our packet or somewhere else in an appropriate folder on the town site. It might be a deterrent if people want to do research, independent research, and see past practices in other towns. This letter will pop up, right? And it might help facilitate some improvement. I'm not saying post these minutes yet, but when the time is right, I think it's appropriate. And by the way, have you ever used Copilot AI? A little side note, you could take this whole document in a matter of 15 seconds, summarize it into 3 slides of bullet points without doing anything beyond that. So I'm learning this.
I like it.
I'm learning this at work, and it does a really nice job. So I'm guessing you guys have Copilot in the office, or you have access to it
We
somehow?
actually just received the business chat GPT. So we're doing a pilot AI program here.
Perfect.
And it's amazing.
If you upload this document into that and say, summarize this in executive format for, it'll do it in seconds. So don't waste your staff summarizing this.
Yeah. I have Copilot at work.
We're all over it. It's out of this world. You just have to double check it.
You do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure it sounds like what you would say.
Okay. Anything else? No. Nothing else on our agenda other than executive. So
You have the thing you have to read.
So I would ask that the motion would include the intent to return to open session. So we could, if the board's so inclined to make a motion on the record at that time.
okay.
Does somebody have the verbiage for the motion?
You want to return the open session?
Yes.
You have it?
I got something here.
Hold on, I have
Read
it.
No. It'll be. Peter might have it. You could probably do that Copilot or Chat Gemini or whatever, one of them.
Yeah.
Get that queued right up.
Wait.
All right, Mr. Chairman,
I think he has it. You got it?
I think so.
Okay. We'll go with it.
You read the top. Chairman reads the top. And I need it back.
Okay. I declare under General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21A2, that the purpose of this executive session will be to discuss strategy with respect to negotiations with non-union personnel, i.e.,
Hey, we want to do A3, sorry.
Yep.
okay, scratch that. I declare under General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, that the purpose of this executive session will be to discuss strategy with respect to negotiations with non-union personnel, because a discussion of the strategy in open session could compromise the purpose of the executive session, and with the board not to return to, with the board to return to open session at the conclusion of the executive session.
So moved.
I move that the board go into executive session under general law section, chapter 38, section, subsection 21A-2,
3.
Three.
We want 3.
A-3,
Two is for collective bargaining, 3 is for litigation.
for designation of special municipal employee status for the position of special counsel pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 268A, and to return to open session thereafter.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have to roll call that? We do.
Yes, yeah.
Kevin?
Yes.
Denise?
Yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
And I am a yes. So we are going to go into executive session.
All right.
Yep.
Go back into open session.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Okay, we are now in open session again. Reopen open session. Mr. Town Manager.
So, Mr. Chair, pursuant to our discussion in executive session, I would suggest that someone move to designate the position of special counsel as a special municipal employee pursuant to General Law, Chapter 268A.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I will move to designate the designation of special municipal employee status for the position of special counsel pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 268A.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all I have for the board this evening.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
make a motion to adjourn?
Do I have a
Second.
second? Okay, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Adjourn. Thank you.